The Chipmunk. Bad movie reviews. Psycho killer, just got seen. Fall, better to run away. Oh, psycho killer, just fall, better to So, lately, everyone has been going on about the new Mad Max remake called Fury Road. And I gotta tell you, this is one of those films that, I had such high hopes for it, and I really liked the fact that many people were saying that this movie is a good remake as opposed to all the hundreds of thousands of remakes that are awful. Let me start off by saying this. I have not watched the new Mad Max film, and I'm not going to. And this is the reason why. You see, in this new film, Mad Max Fury Road, there is a pregnant character involved in the film. And from everything that I've been hearing on everywhere on the internet, message boards, different YouTube users, etc., the pregnant character apparently has a couple of bare belly scenes. The pregnancy is shown off very nice. That's what I've heard. I haven't seen that. And like I said, I'm not going to see it, because there's a huge downside to this film that nobody's been talking about. The pregnant character in this film dies. She dies and her baby dies. Now, I was watching a review on the Cinema Snob about the new Mad Max movie, and it was so great. I mean, I have watched the other Mad Max films. I watched them in the late 90s, and I remember very well renting them from the video store. I especially loved Mad Max, The Road Warrior, and Thunderdome. And, you know, they're talking about this new movie and how great it is, how great the action is. It's not bad, it's not sloppy, it's not a bunch of CGI. All of that sounds wonderful. And then they get to the pregnant character, and I think, okay, finally, tell me something. What's going to happen with the pregnant character? Oh, she gets run over by a car and dies. Now, this is something that would probably only bother me. I know a lot of you out there are probably going to see this film, even though the pregnant character dies in it, just so you can see the few belly scenes that I've heard about. But immediately when I heard that, when I was watching the Cinema Snob reviewing the movie that they had just watched, and that the pregnant character and her baby die getting run over by a car, my heart sank. Because as you all know, anybody who's followed this channel often enough will know that if you kill the pregnant character off in a film, movie, TV, whatever it is, you automatically lose me. I was actually looking forward to this film. I wanted to wait until it came out on DVD and watch it and see what the scenes were like. But now that I know that, now that I know that the pregnant character will die in this film, there's no point in me reviewing it, because it's ruined. Not because they spoiled anything, but because I can't get attached now to the pregnant character, knowing as I watch this film that she will die. What a big, big disappointment. And it's made all the worse by the fact that this is actually apparently a good remake. From everything that I'm hearing from reviewers, it's good, it's a great action, this and that. And of all the things for them to do, they write a pregnant character into a film, even give her a few bare belly scenes and things like that. And what do? They had to ruin it. They had to kill the pregnant character off, just for shock value. Ugh! Why, George Miller? Why? And this reminds me of something. As I was thinking about this movie, I was thinking about the last one that was made. The last Mad Max movie before the new one came out, called Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. And I don't know how many of you remember this, but in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, there was actually a pregnant character in that film. She did not have any dialogue. She did not have a lot of scenes. And especially by today's standards, they were not very good. She was sort of hidden in really baggy post-apocalyptic clothes. But here's the thing. She appeared to be a young girl, part of the lost kids that Mad Max finds after he's exiled from Thunderdome. And she is pregnant. You can tell she's pregnant. And even later, one of the characters talks about the fact that she is pregnant. I remember when I first watched that movie, how excited I was, because you have to remember, this was in the 90s that I saw this film, the late 90s, and you didn't see a lot of pregnant characters, especially young pregnant characters. So this was quite shocking for me. Unfortunately, she had no dialogue, not much to do in the story except kind of appear here and there, and that's it. And, you know, they didn't show off the pregnancy very good. But at least they did not kill her off. And it was nice to see a pregnant character in that film because you did not expect it. And it just came to me as I was thinking about the last movie and this movie, Thunderdome and Fury Road, that in some ways you had kind of the best and the worst in both worlds. And I feel that somehow if they could have just sort of combined the more positive atmosphere of Thunderdome with the pregnant character in Fury Road, you would have had a much, much better movie as far as the pregnant character goes. I mean, for heaven's sakes, no one wants to see the pregnant character die. Why do that? In many ways, you know, it seems to me that in this movie, from what I've heard, because I haven't seen the movie Fury Road, we got some bare belly scenes in the new Mad Max movie. And in the old one, of course, you did not have anything like that. You only had just a few glimpses here and there, and the pregnant character had no dialogue, or pretty much anything to do with the story other than appear here and there in a couple of scenes. So, bottom line, people, I will not be reviewing Mad Max Fury Road. Not now, and not ever. I will not be seeing this movie. As great as it is, as I've heard that it is, with the action and adventure and everything, the pregnant character would have been the cherry on top of this wonderful pie of action and adventure and science fiction, except for the fact that they kill the pregnant character off in the movie. Terribly, terribly disappointing, and I have to say, I have no interest now in seeing this film. I don't care if there are good bare belly scenes in it or not. I can't watch the film now. I just can't. You all know how I feel about the pregnant character being killed off in a movie. It just ruins everything for me. And I know a lot of you don't feel that way and you're going to watch the movie regardless. But just as a fair warning, don't get attached to the pregnant character. She'll be killed off, and that will be it. But anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know that I will not be reviewing this film. So, it's a disappointment because it looks like I would have really loved it if they just had not killed the pregnant character off. I loved the Mad Max movies with Mel Gibson, and I especially loved Thunderdome back in the 90s, especially because at least you got to see about a few seconds of a pregnant character in a film. I mean, it was unusual. And what made it more unusual was the fact that this pregnant character in Thunderdome was, I think, supposed to be a teenager. Now, in the United States, that would never happen. That would never be shown, especially back in those days, on movies. I guess maybe Australia just doesn't have some of the hang-ups that we have here about pregnancy and all that. But before I go off into a tirade about other things, I just wanted to say I will not be reviewing this film because of the fact that the pregnant character is killed off. So, sorry guys, I won't be seeing this one. And on that sad note, I guess we're done here. This is the Chipmunk. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye for now.